Hello again, everybody. I'm Alan, and I'm a 27-year-old late diagnosed ADHD autistic guy, and I also have a bunch of other labels and mental illnesses, which we won't go over in this video. But recently, I've just discovered that I have ADHD medication or ADHD stimulant Rebound, which basically means when your medication wears off, whether you're on like a short acting instant release stimulant or a long acting extended release medication, basically when your medication wears out, some people experience like side effects such as tiredness or irritability, feeling kind of crap in general, and that generally goes on for about an hour. Though for me, I do feel like it goes on for probably closer to 2 hours. Just depends. I've experienced it for a long time, and for some reason, I never really did anything about it. When I first started taking the medication, I was working full time. I think I was just so focused on work that I didn't really, put my own health as a priority. So I kind of just thought, well, I must be just kind of burnt out or just really tired after work, and that's just kind of normal. So I won't go to a psychiatrist and get it sorted out. So I just kind of just accepted it as normal, feeling really tired after the medication wore out. I feel like that's just what happens when you're kind of burnt out and you're so focused on work, you don't really have time to address these kind of health issues. I guess that's kind of why I'm making this video, so other people who aren't sure or are kind of hesitant to talk to their doctors or psychiatrists about the issue can kind of get it checked out. Because I feel like it would have really helped me if I knew earlier that it was an issue. It had a pretty big impact on my life. I mean, when I was working, I'd basically go home from work and just drop dead on the couch. That's just how tired I was. I mean, obviously, work was tiring, but the medication rebounding was, just made it even worse. And these days, I haven't worked in quite a while, but I'm still taking my medication on the recommendation of my psychiatrist. Basically, just because I really need it for daily functioning. Now that I'm in full blown, or at least recovering from full blown burnout. Long story, you can check my other videos about it. But more recently, now that I'm not working and I have, more time to think about myself and my own health, I just realized, every time the medication wears off, I do feel, very tired or brain fog. So it's not just the fact that, I don't have the medication in my system, it's the fact that I'm actually having a reaction to the medication wearing out, So right now, I'm not on my medication. I feel fine, the rebound effects have worn off, and my body's kind of stable. It's kind of used to not having the medication in my system. So just make sure that you're taking any ADHD medication, or I guess it's mainly stimulants, when the medication's supposed to be wearing out before your next dose, or whenever you stop taking the medication for the day. That might not just be burnout, or it might not just be you being tired from work or whatever. It could genuinely be your body actually having a reaction to the medication leaving your system. And as to solutions, well, I'm still working on that. I mean, I've just really realized it today. And also, I'm not a medical professional, so I would obviously, first of all, recommend you consulting your doctor or psychiatrist. Some solutions I've seen online is some people will take a booster dose of Dex, or a instant release stimulant when they're long acting stimulant, so Vyvanse or Concerta in the US, that's what it's called. So when that starts wearing off, they'll take some Dex or another short-acting stimulant to kind of like top it up a bit, so that it kind of stabilizes that stimulant level in the bloodstream. As in my case, like I take generally two 5 milligram doses of dexamphetamine every day. So for me, or at least before I see my psychiatrist, because I have to wait like a month to see him, I'm gonna try taking about half my dose in the evening, like kind of stabilize the level of dex in my system and not just have it like drop suddenly. And hopefully that helps, but we'll see. It's kind of like, I guess, the main solution. So kind of playing around with your medication, or some people kind of change medications or dosages. It just really depends, I guess, what works for you and what your doctor recommends. I've also read that for some people, like eating like a lot of protein or I guess a carbohydrates around that period helps as well. I mean, I haven't really found that it helps me much, but for some people it apparently like having an empty stomach makes it worse. But I don't know, I haven't seen any research that suggests that actually helps. So yeah, that's about it. I guess like, yeah, the message here is keep an eye on your health. Don't, I guess, be worried about changing medication or going to your doctor about a treatment that's not working or something that's not right. Yeah, because you don't need to, I guess, kind of like just deal with it, which I feel like, especially for disabled people, like we're just, I guess, kind of conditioned to just deal with things, because the world is such like a shitty place, and yeah, a lot of things are just really hard for us and are out of control. So we've just learned to kind of accept it, I guess. But yeah, you don't have to just accept everything. Like some things do have solutions or things you can try. You don't need to just, accept it. So yeah, that's about it. So I thought I'd make a more, I guess, informative video for once, rather than just talk about my own experiences. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it or found it useful. And if you did, yeah, leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know everyone says it, but yeah, it does help a lot for the algorithm, and yeah, it just makes me feel good, I guess, that people are engaging. Anyways, peace out.